Hello everybody, Crystal Kitsune here. And today we are playing a new, to me anyway, .io game. I've been trying to, for the past, last time and this time, to try and record Zlapio, but for some reason this laptop gives me issues every time I try to record it. I can play it just fine when I'm not trying to record it, but when I try to record it, then it gives me a plugin error for the advertisement that is mandatory before you try to play. Even though this looks like it's laggy, it's not really. It's just the sign-on screen, which makes it look a little laggy, but it's really not. I've not played this for too much, but I thought it was really cute because it is this little game where it's a circle, kind of like in Agario, but you're an animal. You start out as a mouse, and then you graduate to other animals. It tells you how to play over here on the left click to run. It's like mouse directional, so you don't need the arrow keys or anything like that. But you left click to run, right or W to shoot water, which I guess attacks or something. Avoid players circled in red. Press enter to put in-game chat. Eats players circled in light green, which means that it's a lower level than you and you can eat it. So while I was trying to play Zlapio, I found this through more .io games, and I thought it was kind of interesting that it had animal base to it. Like you start as one animal and then you go to another animal. So you start out as a little mouse and you drink water and you eat berries to go. So these little blue ones are water, the little red ones are berries, and you go through and you eat berries and drink water, and then there's a bar there on the bottom which shows you your experience. So you need 60 experience or eat a lot of berries basically to get to the next level. And then the next level you get to be a rabbit, I think it is. I don't know what's after that because I never survived long enough to become anything else. I'm assuming these little things here are mushrooms, but I can't eat them, so I don't know what they're for. So that red guy there is I don't know what it is, but it's a stronger animal than I am, which means it's gonna eat me. So basically, you just go around and you survive, or try to survive. And these other things will attack you. I don't know what the little red guys are, but you click the left mouse button to run. So and you regenerate health. And now I'm a rabbit. So now I can eat mice, and so anything lower than I am can be eaten. And these little holes are kind of like hideaway holes. So you can go in and hide, and nobody will come get you, as far as I know. So I mean, it's a cute little game. It's a nice take on the Agario type games that are out. Well, I've only played Agario, and I tried Deepio, but that one's way too hard. And Slitherio. And I like Zlapio, but I just can't get it to record. I don't know what plugin it needs. If you know what plugin it needs, let me know, because I tried downloading a newer version of Java. I've tried uploading a newer version of Shockwave player, Adobe Shockwave, and I still get that error. So I have no freaking clue what it wants from me. So yeah, and I just got eaten. So this Shandor person just ate me. I'm assuming these are tree stumps or something, and the green things are grass or trees or leaves or something. I don't know. It's all very circular, so I mean you can't really tell what's what. I know these are holes, and you go in, and the blue things are water, and the red things are berries. So I haven't got anywhere past a bunny rabbit, so I have no idea what is past that. Oh, there's a fox. So there's foxes. I'm thinking like the orange ones, maybe something bear-like or something. I don't know. It says something about deer and bears, I think. So it might be a deer or a bear. But I think this little guy's really cute. It's like 2 eyes on a circle, but it's like really cute. Oh, I can eat this guy over here. These guys over here. Boom, boom, boom. Nope, over here. There we go. I killed that guy. And there's another guy up here, Zed. Come on. I got that guy. So I killed 2 people. That's the first time I've ever killed anybody in this game. So that's a task or a cool thing. So as far as I know, like when you're small, you can hide in these little holes, and to avoid bigger guys. I'm assuming like when you get too big, you can't do that anymore. Kind of like with the Agario little areas, when you try and hide behind those little shield type things in Agario, if you're too big, then you'll end up splitting yourself. So this is a fun little game. I'll leave a link to the to it in the description if you want to try it out yourself. I am now a pig. Don't say it. So now I can eat mushrooms, apparently. So that's cool. No, I don't see no mushrooms around. And now I see pigs everywhere. No, go away. Ha 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 ha. I ain't teaming around with anybody. Pfft. Teaming is for losers. Losers. In these kind of games, it's like free for all. It's like every man for himself. And it's like... Oh, can't fit through there. Yeah, it's like every man for himself in these things. Unless you're like on a team. Specifically, like, trying to get away from this guy. I guess if you're a pig, you can't, you can not eat other pigs, but you can eat other... And that guy's a pig. I think, like, if you're the same creature... You can't eat each other, so it's like pigs for pigs and rabbits for rabbits and mice for mice. So you can't eat each other if you're the same species, but if you can you can eat other species. But you can't, oh, you can go in the holes. Okay, cool. So like, I guess when you lose... Oh, I see. I think maybe you lose experience if you go in the holes. I'm gonna get eaten. And I got eaten. I don't know what that was before, but it killed me, so... Now... That little guy can... You can't eat me, because you're the same thing I am. We're both rabbits. And that guy's just sitting there. But I think it's a cute game. I don't know why it's called Mopio. Or Mope.io or whatever. I don't get the moping part. It's just about like little woodland creatures and you try to survive, and that's what the world is about. I think it made it cuter by putting a face on it, you know, like even though they don't really look like creatures, they're just colored, you know? So like grays are mice and browns are rabbits and pinks are pigs and browns, I guess, are foxes or something. So, or other foxes. Wow, that was really nice. If I can ever eventually get Slapio to work, I'll eventually play that. But for right now, I don't know why it's not letting me. Go away. Jeez. It's like hard to move on the brown thing, so I guess maybe it's like mud or something instead of a tree. Because it's really hard to move on. Need to get to rabbit status quickly. Because when I get to rabbit status, I mean, that's the first time I've ever been something other than a rabbit and a mouse. So being a pig is the next thing up. I don't know what like the ranking is. I don't know if it's like what's after pig. But eventually I'll find out of someday, I'm sure, if I play this long enough. But just like with any .eo game, is just striving to be the best and get on the leaderboard. I hate to see what the 197.6k is up there on number 1. I don't know what he would be to be so big to be number 1. But I mean, these games are like really good time wasters, and sometimes they're rage fests, but I mean, most of the time they're just kind of like, you know, relaxing time wasters. So if you had time to like play, you only had a few minutes to play something and you just were bored out of your mind, then you could just pop up a .eo game and play like Slitherio or Argario or whatever, There's so many of these type of games out there now that it's kind of ridiculous. And there's like a lot of knockoffs of each other. Like there's one that I saw that was kind of like Slitherio, but it made the worms look more like worms or something. I don't know, but I wanted to play something a little bit different, and this is a little bit different because it's kind of like Agario, but it's more character based or whatever. Like when you're playing, I mean, except for like Agario has like skins that you can put on, but it's not really a character so much as it's like just a skin. But like in this instance, you're actually like playing a character, or you have this kind of role to play, and it's just not mindless eating. Well, it is, but you got like a little creature that you're trying to. It's kind of like a Gigapet or Tamagotchi or something like that, where you're actually the Tamagotchi or whatever, and you have to feed yourself, and you have to get yourself water, and you have to survive. Although, like with the Gigapets and things like that, you didn't have other things coming after you to try and kill you, so it was just time that made you die a lot, or they die a lot. I had a Gigapet when they first came out, or the Tamagotchis first came out. I wanted a Tamagotchi, but they were like really expensive, and the only one that I could afford, being a little kid, was a Gigapet. So I got a Gigapet, and mine was like a tiger or something, I think. And I like started it up, and that was like my first like virtual pet ever. And it got to the point where it was like constantly shitting itself, and it was just like, if I didn't pick up its poop like every 4 hours or something like that, it went and like died, basically. I mean, if there was 4 poops up there, it ended up getting really, really sick and dying. So like, those were like really bad for kids, I think, because like, especially ones that had to like go to school and everything. I mean, I was homeschooled since like the 5th grade, and that's about around the time they came out. But I mean, those things wanted you up like every like couple hours to take care of it, and if you didn't, then it was like, if you didn't feed it in a certain time or clean up after it got sick, and then it ended up dying. So like I would go to bed, make sure it was full, make sure it was clean, and then I would go to bed, and the next day it would be dead. And it was like a full 12 hours or whatever. Like I would go to bed at like 10 o'clock, and then like the next morning at noon or something like that, it was dead. And I'm like, what kind of bullshit is this, you know? Like, I can't be up every like 5 hours or 4 hours or however many hours it was to take care of it. And once they're beeping, I think I hate like that kind of noise now because of something like this or something like that, because it was just so annoying that I was like, you can't get to me, fucker. I'm low on water though. I died of thirst. And then I turned into mushrooms. How lovely is that? Well, at least it's the circle of life, because when you die, you become mushrooms. Or whatever. But yeah, I mean, the Gigapets were, like, always so demanding, and it was like, they wanted you to be up for, like, every other... I mean, it was like taking care of a baby bird, or a baby, like, anything that you're taking care of. But damn, I mean, it's, like, relentless. It's like, if you don't take care of this thing in, like, an hour, it's gonna die. So I ended up killing my pet and restarting it a lot. And then my dog got a hold of it. The dog that we had ended up getting a hold of it and chewing it up. So it was permanently dead. But I never did get like a Tamagotchi or anything. But those things were really bad for kids, I think. Because, I mean, I carried it around everywhere, and it would like always beep for food or beep to be clean. And it was like, if that was a thing that, like, happened every couple of hours, then, I mean, kids would go insane. I mean, maybe that's what's wrong with kids my generation now, is because we had to get up every 2 hours to take care of our goddamn Tamagotchis and shit. But no, I mean, like, I have, like, been around baby birds because I raised them here. I've had a couple of parakeets that have bred a couple of times here at the house, and I know what it's like to like have baby birds in the house. And they're like, almost when they're first born, when they first hatch, they're like peeping for food like every couple of hours. And it's like, and even when they get older, they're doing that, and it's like peep 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 peep, and they just keep going until they get fed. So like, one of the times it kept peeping, and I'm like, feed your goddamn baby already, because it kept going off, and I was trying to sleep. So, excuse me, I had some stuff earlier and it's making me burpy. But anyway, that is Mopio. Again, I don't know why it's called Mopio, because it doesn't seem any like sad or whatever. But that's the game. I'll leave a link to the game where I've been playing it, and so you can play it for yourself if you're interested, or you could probably just put in mopio.com or something like, or mope.io and come up with it, because that's what you do for Agario and Zapio and Slitherio and everything like that. So you can probably just do that and get to it that way, I'm sure. But it linked me to this play called eogames.space. So it's like a place that holds a bunch of different .io games and everything. Maybe in the future I'll get Zlapio to work. I don't know why it's not letting me play it. It's not the game itself, it's just the stupid advertisement before. The advertisement before says it needs a plugin to play the goddamn advertisement, and I can't, like, get past that part. Like, I refresh, close the browser, put it back on. I did like that 3 times and restarted that particular page multiple times. It won't let you play the goddamn game without watching the stupid advertisement first. So, don't know why. I mean, it was working earlier before I started recording, so I don't know why all of a sudden it's not working. But that's going to be it for me playing Mopio. If you want to play it, just search for it. I'm sure you can find it. or go to eogames.space, and you can find it amongst the list of stuff, because they have Slitherio and Agario and a bunch of other ones below it, and this is one of the ones on the bottom. But it was a cute game. I thought it was pretty cute, because you're like a little critter instead of just a blob or a snake, or worm, or whatever the fuck you are in Slitherio. I think snake. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like. Be sure to share with your friends. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter, the old Twitters, because I do post stuff on there and retweet things from other people that I follow. And do follow me on Instagram and Tumblr too, if you're so inclined. And I got a merch store too, if you want to get some Crystal Kitsune merch, t-shirt or a tote bag or whatever. So that's gonna be it for now, and I'll see everybody next time. Bye bye.